in a remote village surrounded by dense forests. The legend of the tamarind tree began centuries ago. Once, a powerful sorceress lived there, a woman feared for her dark magic and ability to control the elements. She was known as Vithika, the witch of the tamarind tree. After her execution by the villagers, who accused her of black magic and treachery, her soul was bound to the very tree where she was hung. From that day, her spirit remained, vengeful and hungry for the souls of those who dared come too close. Many years after her death, strange occurrences began to plague the village. Cattle disappeared, crops withered, and those who wandered near the tamarind tree after sunset never returned. The first to disappear was a young boy who had been chasing his dog into the forest. His cries for help were the last sound heard before silence fell. The villagers knew the witch's spirit had awakened. As the witch's influence spread, strange and terrifying visions began to plague the villagers. At night, they would hear the rustling of leaves, the faint sound of a woman's laughter, and the unearthly whispers calling their names. Those who ventured too close to the tree claimed to see the ghostly figure of Vithika, her eyes glowing with anger, beckoning them to their doom. Desperate to end the terror, the village elders called upon a local priest, hoping his holy powers could cleanse the cursed tree. They gathered around the tamarind tree at dawn, armed with incense, holy water, and sacred chants. But as they began the ritual, the wind howled and the ground trembled. The witch's spirit emerged in full fury, disrupting the ritual and claiming one of the elders as her victim. The witch, angered by the attempt to banish her, intensified her attacks. Livestock were slaughtered, crops turned to dust overnight, and the village was gripped by fear. Worse still, every night, one villager would go missing, their bodies never found. The legend of the witch of the tamarind tree grew stronger, and the villagers knew they had awakened a force far more powerful than they had imagined. Determined to stop the witch's curse once and for all, a brave young woman named Amara took it upon herself to end the nightmare. She was told that the only way to stop Vithika was to burn the tamarind tree and release her trapped soul. Armed with nothing but a torch and her courage, Amara ventured into the forest alone, knowing that it could be a one-way journey. As Amara approached the tree, the witch's spirit appeared, more powerful than ever. The air grew cold, and the wind howled as Vithika's ghost materialized before her. The two faced each other, and in that moment, Amara knew she had to act quickly. With all her strength, she set the tree ablaze. The flames roared to life, but the witch fought back, her ghostly form swirling through the flames, trying to extinguish the fire. As the flames consumed the tree, the witch let out a final deafening scream before her spirit was finally destroyed. The sky cleared, and the cursed energy that had surrounded the village for so long dissipated. The villagers, who had watched from a distance, rushed to Amara, grateful for her bravery. The witch of the tamarind tree was no more, and peace was restored to the land. Though the witch was defeated, whispers of her return began to circulate as years passed. Some claimed to hear her laughter in the wind, while others saw shadows beneath the charred remains of the tamarind tree. The villagers knew that such ancient curses never truly disappear. They only wait in the shadows, biding their time. Amara became the village's protector, forever watching over the site where the tamarind tree once stood. But as the years went by, she knew that the witch's power would someday rise again. The villagers erected a shrine near the tree, leaving offerings to appease the spirits and keep the witch at bay. But deep down, they all knew that evil never truly dies. It simply waits for the right moment to strike again.